in court. Cut a long story short, one by one, we were able to get back the states that had been taken away from us.
What he didn't tell you was that they were able to also pay the judges more to give those states back to them. Where there is one judge, one single judge, that gave the judgment to all these ACN, new ACN, Egbewiri. Those ones who were given landed properties in Ikoyi, given landed properties in Ajar, and some of them given money. You know that judge? They call him Adefarati. Yes, Adefarati. So when they decided to investigate all the judgment that returned the likes of Oshiomole, Aregbemugbo Baba Kabiru, Ifayewon of Ekiti, you know what I mean? They discovered that Tinubu has compromised him. When they were about to sack him, arrest him, it was then that APC, Egbekegbe, came to power. They just quickly eased him out and they retired him. Yes, I said it. Go and check. So somebody is now going to court. We use forensic. You said he should go to court. And he's going to court. But you are still not happy. Now, let me tell you something. You remember when I said that the Igbos in... no, let's even just stop saying Igbos. Easterners, including some of you that and including all of you that they call the South too. You are not South too. But we can use Niger Delta, okay? Or we just address you with your nationality. Ijoy, Shekiri, and all that, yeah? To the rest of to the rest of Nigerians, all of you, you are Igbos. And the same fate awaits you in the hand of these dangerous people in Yoruba land and across Nigeria. Okay? So let's start from there. If you are from Delta, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Bayelsa, listen to me very well. Okay? I am not going to pretend that there is no existential, what do you call it, difference between yourself and the Igbos. Historically, your story is not different from the stories they told some of us about every tribe in Nigeria. If everyone wants to actually be honest with the kind of prejudices that we were raised with, right? Then you realize that we all have the same thing. But you know one thing about history, as much as they said that if you don't learn from history, you are bound to repeat it, Abi? But one thing you should remember is this. Do not be a prisoner or do not be prisoners of that same history. When you read your history, you learn from it. But when you learn from it, you don't learn the horrible part of it and then relive it. You are doubling or you are hurting yourself in a very, very terrible way. Now, if what I'm saying is not sounding or making any sense to you, let me really break it down for you. Nigeria is a politically wrongly formed and forced together country. We are pretending to actually like ourselves. Meanwhile, we can't wait for any opportunity to kill ourselves. Any opportunity. That's how you do. That's how your people do. That's how your people they do. They love to, oh yeah, kill them, burn them. Sure you get. But you can save all of that. The APC, Egbekegbe, they have shown that their power or maintenance of that power lies in the division that many of you are drowning in right now. So when you learn the horrible part of your history, you are hurting yourself the second time. But there is something called brotherhood, collaboration, partnership. The fact that you actually share the proximity together is enough for you to tell yourselves the truth, not what Nigeria told you that you keep repeating with yourselves. When I made that call, that if you are from the eastern part of Nigeria and you have all this, your life investment, everything outside your region, the future of Nigeria that you have right now, implores you to begin, to divest your investments. When I made that call, out of ignorance or out of anger or rage, somebody came on and he said, "Thank you, Jarimayegun. Once the Igbos leave Lagos now, Lagos will turn to a desert." I said, "Listen, I understand your anger or your frustration, okay? And I understand why you are feeling like that too. Lagos, especially this Agberos, what do you call this, Lagos Abobakus, these Alakpama Shishes, jobless, lazy scavengers like their leaders, entitled, jobless, miscreants, so to say. But do you know something? These guys are the loudest, no doubt. They have access to money because they could extort for free, right? But they don't represent the majority of the people that live in Lagos. Yeah, they are bigoted, and of course, APC have members, don't you know? APC have members. Old men, old women, some of the, miseducated, ill-educated, and then poorly educated people, ignorant people, illiterates, who they could take advantage of. The people that feed fat on their propaganda. Somebody who is educated will not think like this, you know? There's no Yoruba. Now, talking about education. Education is not just about going to school, being able to read and write. That is another ignorant thing to say, to know. Education is not just being able to read and write. Yeah? But you see, when you see bigots, you give me a sec. I will be back. I want to mix something up there, and then we can continue with this. Don't go anywhere.
And the only way out for us is to continue to do that in the next 4 years. This particular aspirant, as you all know, you can go and check it, the records are there. This is somebody that has been arrested for spending fake American dollars in a nightclub in America. And he's been detained for months. And he knows that he has won mock shots for months before this whole thing was quenched. He's also known that he doesn't have the competence to do what he's being propelled to do. The records are there in Bagada General Hospital. This is somebody that has gone for rehabilitation before. We don't want to go too far, but we know. Are we not? Now the truth is this. We don't want to talk about all the things that we know, but we know that, our leadership should have a rethink. Because the truth is this, I will not stand here on the mandate of Lagosians and then allow.
Anyway, thanks for that. We'll come back to that. Ironically, that what is said there actually described Sanwo-Iku, perfectly well. Let's say to give a madman a cutlass is not a problem. But to now ask the madman to return the cutlass, that is the problem. And I think that's exactly what Sanwo-Olu showed all of you in Lagos. That you have elected a madman. You opened your eyes, you elected a madman. Give him cutlass. They're going to cut you, yeah, show. When I come, they talk, so yeah, Mr. Governor, you don't do. Bring the cutlass. Stop cutting us. You think it's going to be easier? Now you do know better, Abi. It's going to be a long road to freedom. So this young man came and he said, Lagos will turn to desert. I said, no, don't think like that. No. Number one, Lagos might have been what it is. There are Igbos, there are non-Yorubas from all over Nigeria that are living peacefully in every part of Yoruba land. The propaganda of the Igbos said Lagos is no man's land, is no man's land, is no man's land, is APC-sponsored propaganda. It worked because they are able to put that fear in Yorubas and non-Yorubas alike. They were able to receive the protection of the Nigerian states, where thugs were unleashed on the Nigerian citizens to stop them from exercising their franchise. Do you understand? So it's Lagos. And Lagos, like Tiwa Savage said, sex tape ò lè báyé mi jẹ́, agbèrò lè borúkọ Yorùbá jẹ́, àtàgbèrò tó wọ suit, àtàgbèrò tó wọ níkà, agbèrò is agbèrò. Yorubas will deal with them. We have now seen, in fact, what they did in Lagos opened our eyes to the danger that is lurking around us. When they have no Igbos to attack, listen, before they could identify Igbos. Now they don't even give a damn. Okay, if you are from eastern part of Nigeria, Niger Delta or anywhere, you are Igbo, you know safe. They are not stopping there. If you are a Yoruba man or woman that's mistakenly look like Igbo, you could be targeted. Now that Peter Obi has decided to take their drug lord into international trial, everyday expose, Tinubu will be skeletoned. You get what that means? This is going to put more and more and more people into their profiling category to attack massively, selectively, and kill. So, when they have no Igbos to attack, now the Yorubas they will be attacking. You this Yoruba, you are Male Yoruba. Why are you against Tinubu? Tinubu is our leader. You know what I mean? So all they need is just to give a reason to kill anybody. It doesn't matter whether Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, it doesn't matter. APC, Egbekegbe have shown us that they have grown home terrorists in Yoruba land from Lagos State. And before the O virus contaminates the entire Yoruba land, Yorubas will do something. So don't worry. And Lagos is not going to be a desert. Forget that. Because even if the eastern Nigeria is turned to the Japan of Africa, a lot of Yorubas will relocate to the eastern Nigeria for job and the expertise they can offer. Trust me on that. And a lot of Igbos, they will remain in Lagos to still serve and live there, run their businesses. But what I advised you is not to create that barrier per se. I have realized that the concentration of commerce in the western part of Nigeria has had over 70% contribution from those who are not from the region at all. Do you want me to explain? The non-Yorubas who actually contributed economically, I'm talking about, bigly, hugely, to the commercial arts center they call Lagos today. 70% of those who actually made that fortune there, who built that city with that name, they are not your politicians. Look at the infrastructure in the city, road, electricity, and all that. They are the worst of the worst. That's the job of the politicians, Abi. Your politicians. But look at the private sectors and things they have done in Lagos and what Lagos State is reckoning from them. Go and check the owners of all these businesses. When you check who are the owners of all these businesses, they are non-Yorubas. including non-Nigerians. So what does that tell you? It simply means if they are not respected with that huge investment, they can divest. Sure you get? Which means they don't concentrate 100% of their investment in a region that disrespect them so much. They can start building same back home, like in Oso or in Osin Moto, in Osin cars. An Igbo man from Anambra building the biggest car manufacturing plant in the entire Africa, but is not probably, the only person who have that capacity. There are Igbo billionaires everywhere. We read them, we see them. They have streets everywhere. You know what I mean? You need to begin to learn that. And if you don't want to go back to the east, Ogun State is not far from Lagos. Sure you get. And it's not far from the port. You can take our place. A lot of our people will be come to Ijebu. People will travel down to Ijebu to come and buy your stuff. If you think east is far, Ijebu youth, Ijebu community, they will get access. They will enjoy that economy you're going to create in that area. Then Ogun State government, of course, they will make their money from it, and you are never going to have to encounter. I say about Igbos are saying Yoruba land is no man's land. No, they didn't say that. No, they didn't. And they say the Igbos always say no, they didn't. Your propaganda is just to get the political criminals looting Lagos not to lose their feeding bottle. You should be courageous enough to say that. Igbos are not there putting gun on your head to take your land. You know that. A lot of you are coming out to confess now. Fine. But look at this. Look at this. You see this young man, that is the guy that tweeted that to punish the Igbos because one of them decided that he wanted to be president of Nigeria. How dare he? So they want Nigeria to stop food production, supply of food to the eastern Nigeria. What an insult. What an insult. That they should do something to them like Gowon did. This is somebody making the mockery of over 5 million Biafrans, the Igbos, children and the women that Nigeria slaughtered. He's making a mockery of that because in Nigeria, the history of that horrible genocide was downplayed. The murderers, the genocidists who killed the millionaires in Igbo land to keep them as part of Nigeria, they never stood any trial. Rather, they got rewarded. Their names are on different monumental buildings in Nigeria. Muritala Muhammad International Airport. That's a man that carried out a genocide on innocent people. They were waving white flag because they heard that there is ceasefire and the war has ended. To welcome the Nigerian army in Asaba, women, children, waving white flags. Muritala got there and he ordered his troop to kill all of them and enter the village and kill all of them. Really? Muritala is the picture of the man on their 20 naira notes. Is honored. His name is on the airport in Nigeria. Nigeria's busiest airport is named after a genocidist, a murderer. So why won't somebody joke about it? Why won't somebody just sit and say, for Igbos to have tried to take the feeding bottle of our people in Lagos, we must kill them again by starving them? Why won't they joke about it? So as a Yoruba man, right, let me tell you, we have started reporting those ones that we can identify in the UK, okay? All you have to do is to go on Google. If you are living in the UK, okay, go on Google. Go to the Home Office website. Search for Home Office. So when you get onto their website, then there is a section there. There is a section there that you can report online terrorism. Sure you get online terrorism, incitement, or inciting a tribal war in Nigeria. You can pick that. Then you see those people who are abroad, who are posting the Igbos must this, the Igbos must that, blah, 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 just screenshot or copy the link of their Facebook, copy the link of their Twitter. If they have a video uploaded, copy the link of that video on any platform. Go and attach them to your petition on the Home Office website, okay? They will contact them. Just do that. Don't worry about the rest. If you are living in the UK. If you are living in Canada, do the same thing. Go on Google, search for the Home Office of Canada. In America, do the same thing. It's so easy. So we are hunting them down. They will not be living in peace abroad, okay? And because of the criminals that are destroying Nigeria, dividing Nigeria, they will then be adding fuel so that innocent people can be hunted down simply because of where they come from when they have done nothing. So we are doing that right now. Please, go and do that. It's so free. It's free. You can even do it as you are watching this video. Go on Google, even if you don't know the website. Just go on Google. Search for Home Office UK. It will bring the official website. Okay? So once you go there, any of them you see on social media, anybody, if they are living in the UK, just do what I said. Right? Now, telling you to return and divest back is a two-way thing. That doesn't mean that there will be no Igbo in Yoruba land. So, bury the thought. We are Yoruba people. We are accommodating. You see these jobless, lazy, political Oshins, including the bigoted lunatics that are listening to them and sharing the nonsense they are sharing. There is a myth that you need to demystify. And like I said, if the people of Niger Delta, who the whole of Nigeria says your oil belongs to Nigeria, share you get, the land in Yoruba land belongs to the Yorubas. Lagos belongs to the Yorubas. Yeah? And then the gold in Zamfara belongs to Zamfara. Abi? And all of other mineral resources that they are stealing from northern Nigeria today and eating from you, they belong to northern Nigeria. But the Niger Delta oil belongs to Nigeria, including Lagos, where they use the same oil to develop. You know, it's such a shame that some of you have no shame at all, right? That you could actually open your mouth and say Tinubu built Lagos. And you kept repeating that and repeating that and repeating that until you started believing that. Anyway, return. When they say you should return, please do. You have area market, Abi. A market that they said is, if not the biggest in the entire West Africa, it will be one of the 3 biggest markets. You have Aba International Market, a place where you could manufacture just anything. Anything. Replica of just anything. Aba is like the China of Africa. Divest your investments. You, the people of Niger Delta, you have the oil, but the oil companies headquarters are situated in Lagos. So when they count how much money they made from Niger Delta, and they are about to declare profit, they pay the profit to the government of Lagos State. So that the Elenuyama like this, a stinking, dirty hag like this, can go on Twitter and say, let us punish them because they don't respect the owner of the land. This is the guy. So someone like this Elenuyama can collect the crumb from whatever taxes these companies pay from your oil. So if you have anybody you want to be angry with, I think it should be with yourselves for believing that the Igbos are your real enemies until now that the Lagos people are saying, this Lagos Agbero rather are saying, you are Igbo. Now, if they say your land is landlocked, tell them that, hello, the Igbo land that I know is not landlocked. First, they use politics to redesign the map of Eastern Nigeria, Eastern region of Nigeria. the one that signed independence agreement with the rest of Nigeria. And then got that independence in 1960. So they politically cut them off so that they can put the Igbos in the middle. And they can say, Igbo land is landlocked. Hello, let me show you something. It's called, it's brief, because after that, we're going to go to another thing. But let me bring this to the screen. Igbo land is landlocked, a political statement to further deny the people of Eastern region the development they truly need, the one that can stop the internal migration that has created internal bad blood. There are a lot of people who have been misruled and cheated by their different rulers across Nigeria. Decided to pass the blame on the Igbos on a demo. They want to dominate everywhere. They want to control everything. Control what? Okay, let them go. No, if they go, they will suffer. Because Igbo land is landlocked. First, if you check the Google Earth, like I am doing right now, you can do it too, okay? If you go on Google, you go on there. Let's search for Onitsha. Onitsha Bridge, which is where they have the water that is visible. Sure you get. Now give me a sec. Just a moment. Right. Now, returning back, people said they need the port. I agree, you need port. And with solid, should I say, with the real political will, having the will, the determination that we want to do this, a kind of character or trait that is known with the Igbos worldwide. The feeling, the capacity to say, yeah, we can do this. Simply mean once you start, you will build your own seaport that is so close enough to improve the economy. Not just that of the eastern part of the Igbos and then other, right? It will be the economy and the life of the people of the eastern part of Nigeria, the Niger Delta, and every part of that area. It is possible, it is doable, Abi. Now, I'm going to go check, I'm going to make my search now. Let's go back on it. Right. Oh, duh. So, Igbo land is landlocked. And it's an argument as if to say it is so impossible, right, to get it done and liberate the people of eastern part of Nigeria economically and all that, right? So let's say Onitsha. Now let's take a moment. Right. Now, hang on. Now, this is the Niger Bridge. Yeah? Niger Bridge. You know about that, right? Now, this is the river that they said is so small, right? Even though dredging it, dredging it means the proper bigger ship can batch. But when you take a kind of look at the river itself flowing, where does this river flow to? It flows straight through Delta, and it flows straight on and on and on, like that, straight into the creek of Niger Delta. straight on, and straight into the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah? Now, this is what the people of Eastern Nigeria just compare this to going to Lagos. Some said that we know that Nigeria intentionally underdeveloped this region, and they continue to peddle different narrative. But you know something? Now, if you have any big, massive seaport close to the sea, and then you have sort of a dredged canal, right, that could go straight into the heartland of Igbo land, supplied or take out anything that they produce that they want to share with the world. Yeah, this is the economic power that the Eastern Nigeria, that has been buried in Eastern Nigeria for decades. And the reason why they said, despite all of the resources, I mean, the oil that is paying and then funding some of the biggest cities in Nigeria, despite the fact that they all come from here, see, even going straight to, Yenagwa, Owerri, Porta, and the rest of those, right? With the right mindset, with real economic power, with real economic influence, if you ask me, I am going to say it is possible. So that won't take away, the obvious. First thing is going to show to the rest of, the people of Southwest Nigeria, especially the Yorubas, us. It's going to help us to further expose the criminals who have been leading Yoruba land. They failed. They have failed us. But whenever there is an election, they love to hide behind blame game. And Igbos are their easiest punch. I just never thought that they would take it so further that they will begin to target even we, the Yorubas, for distancing ourselves from what they have done, especially in Lagos. So, before now, it was my Lagos, not your Lagos. My Lagos, not your Lagos. Go back to Eastern Nigeria. If you are not going to vote for the people we want you to vote for, we want you to go back to where you come from. Now, this is so insulting to start with, okay? Because this is coming from the people that contribute nothing to Lagos. All of these people you are seeing here, all of them, every single of them, they contribute nothing to the financial endowment of Lagos. These are scroungers, the bottom of the barrel. Sure you get? Their leaders are the ones, these are the ones that they instigate. Sure you get? They contribute nothing. Political appointee, vuvuzelas, what do you call it? This is who they are. And they are those who went and said, this is our Lagos. This is our Lagos. You need to go back to where you come from. You with me? And we're like, okay. Then they won. They won an election. Right? But the bigotry in them, they rigged the election. And they declared themselves winner, right? But the bigotry in them is so deep, right? That even even pastors, some of them were like, I'm a pastor, man of God. Some of them, I'm a professor, I'm a doctor, I'm a this, I'm living abroad. The bigotry was so deep that even after declaring themselves winner, they started sending subtle messages to say the Yoruba, the Lagos, they like see, let me tell you something. Let me tell you another thing that you don't know. When this APC are talking, because they want to convince you to make you feel like they are real, instead of saying Tinubu, they will put Yoruba. We must stand together and fight for Yoruba. They don't give a damn about anything Yoruba, or this is a bunch of jobless miscreants. Sure you get? Political Ushers, street Ushers, cretins. But they would like to put Yoruba in it, so as for it to charge well. So every Yoruba will hear that, they will think they are fighting for Yoruba. No. These are bunch of jobless miscreants that have been recruited into political life of Lagos, and they see it as turn by turn. And the Igbos, they told them that Igbos are about to stop all of that too. If they don't do something and fight and die. And they believed. So everything else doesn't matter. Then after they won, those ones who were educated among them, they started sending subtle messages, some messages like, thank God for Lagos. So Lagos state government urgently needs to review land ownership and rent law so that they can begin to take back the land, the properties of Igbos. Sure, you get. We call these subtle messages when they are pretending to be trying to speak for Yoruba. No. It is still the APC talking. Subtle messages. So they want to take the properties of non-Yorubas, especially Igbos, in Lagos, so they must do something. Right? Elective and appointive policy, which means they cannot appoint anybody who is not a Yoruba, even if they are Lagosians, paying tax and living in Lagos. Sure, you get. Even born and bred and raised in Lagos. So they want that to stop, only Yorubas. Ethnic concentration of markets. All the markets where they have the dominance of the Igbos, based on what they are selling, they want the government of Lagos to look into it. Limits to liberalization culture. What they call liberalization culture is people like us rejecting this kind of mentality in the name of politics, trying to railroad the whole ethnic group, Yoruba people, into becoming bigots because of political criminals who have actually done them. They have done nothing for them, but misery, poverty. But because they felt shaken with what happened in Lagos, they want ethnic concentration of markets. They want limit of liberalization culture. Teaching of Yoruba histories in school. They want to teach Yoruba bigotry, not Yoruba history. Yoruba bigotry. How to hate people. Because, according to them, self-preservation is to fight to defend your land. One of those lies that some miseducated idiots are spewing on social media. It is called self-preservation. Ashiri. So your own self-preservation doesn't come with economic empowerment. Your own self-preservation as Yoruba doesn't come with economic protection. Your own self-preservation as Yoruba in Yoruba land doesn't come with any kind of a protection of life and properties, opportunities and all that. It is to protect the land. Abi, we have to protect Yoruba land. It's self-preservation. Self-preservation is when the wealth of the land is owned by the owners of the land. Today, the wealth of Yoruba land is not in the hands of the Yorubas. You and I know that, Abi. So what are you preserving? Your slavery. That's what you're preserving. And hating other people is not preservation of your culture or tradition or whatever you want to call it. Stop mixing things up. Look at that person writing that rubbish. He is actually a pastor. You won't believe it. RCCG pastor, a bigot, tribalistic animal that I share Yoruba land with. Is a pastor in RCCG of Nigeria, but a bigot in the house of God. Awolori Buruku. Now, that's why I said, don't wait till their bigotry, which has now reached the stage of anarchy, the stage of murder. Don't let them take what you have worked for all your life before you realize this. Don't let them use their access to power to take away what belongs to you. Begin to divest. Return back to Eastern Nigeria. Make it gradual if you can. Move your businesses out of Lagos. If your businesses has to do with the port. If you move a mass for real, there are many Yoruba land or Yoruba state that will take you. Do you know what? Do you know the pain in the ass for so many Yorubas to have to travel to Lagos before they can get something that you have to offer the Igbo businessmen and women? Do you know how frustrating it is? Leave Lagos for them. And I'm not saying you should do it right now. Okay? I am saying just start the process, the gradual process of divesting your. That is also going to work in advantage of the young people from eastern part of Nigeria. In fact, from my own belief, It is also going to help in reducing the tension, the restiveness that the politicians in Eastern Nigeria are milking to cause chaos and then insecurity in that part of Nigeria. Try it in 5 years. Give the Igbo youth who are ready to work, give them the best employment package. Even if not cleaning, an Igbo man or woman want to do in your company, pay him the salary of a bank staff. I mean this. You will attract them back. You will develop an economic respect. The rest of Nigeria will respect you. For now, the rest of Nigeria is merely tolerating the Igbos. And it's getting worse. Now, they don't give a damn whether you are not Igbo. If you are from the eastern part of Nigeria, the Niger Delta, in Yoruba land, even if you are from the Middle Belt, all of us who are Yorubas, who don't look like Yoruba, to them, they are merely tolerating us. It is just going to be a matter of time before they start attacking and killing us. They've started already. Don't give them that. Don't give them that oxygen. I don't have the power to make you go back. I can only advise. With Obi going to court, the sensation, the news, the loud, the everything that will go around it, is going to further aggravate these criminals and their supporters who cannot walk. But now, when the election is over, okay, Shuku, you need to come and pay your tax, yo. I am very happy that I've been reading a lot from the Igbos, the Easterners, who are now saying that they are now moving their businesses. They are going to begin the process of moving their businesses in part back to Eastern Nigeria. Enugu, the Enugu state obedient. They have defeated the hegemony of Enugu. So your governor, obedient governor in Enugu, is a starting point for all of you. Return your businesses to the east. Start now. In 5 years' time. No worry, Alakpama Shishe Ashiri from anywhere in Yoruba land will open his dirty mouth and say the Igbos should go back to where they come from. Because around that time, they will be begging you not to declare Biafra behind them. I have this to say, because even us Yorubas, the way Tinubu and his gang are going in Lagos, they are tagging the Yorubas. They are calling them Igbo, and it didn't start today. This is a market in Lagos, okay? In 1999, APC, Egbekegbe, put up a banner inside the market, and the banner is to show a governorship candidate of PDP, a Yoruba man. They said he's Igbo. He's made a deal with the Igbos. He's going to chase all the Yoruba Obas from Lagos. He's going to install Obi Eze in Lagos. They said he's going to chase all of the civil servants in Lagos who are Yorubas. He's going to bring in Igbos. Nothing they didn't say. Oh, everything you have seen about Vivor, Badebo today, they said even worse to Jimmy Agbaje. They called him Jimmy Shuku. They said Jimmy Shuku Emeka Agbaje Chinyere. The short for Jimmy Shukuere. That's what they were calling him there. They said Jimmy Shukuere. This is how vile. The vileness in them, the darkness in their heart. Whether you see them in church as pastors, whether you see them as educated professors or doctors, it doesn't matter. But we will clamp down on them. This is 2023, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and we are not going to. We don't need the Home Office to sack them. As you are seeing them and reporting them, if you know them personally, one-on-one, please go to the Home Office of your country, report them. If you know wherever they are working, all you have to say is that, please, are you the one who employs so and so? Can you please take a look at our social media activities? She is inciting genocide in Nigeria. You leave the rest to the authority of those countries. So now that they know we are doing that, Some of them are now deleting their profiles on Twitter. They are deleting their profiles on Facebook. Some are deleting everything they've tweeted. And every xenophobic post they have put on social media, they are deleting them right now. Don't allow them. Go on there and screenshot them. Even if they look like fake accounts, screenshot them. Save them. You see, this coming days, is going to be interesting. I can promise you that. So, yeah, the people that once told us that if Tinubu is indeed a drug dealer, drug baron, somebody like for food Kayode, FFK, just give him food. They said he will sing for you. Maybe that is right. But look at this young man as well. Another Lagos Abobaku. Right. Lagos Abobaku. His name is Shegun. Okay. There was a time, right, that he publicly said Tinubu is a drug baron or drug lord. But today he is feeding from that drug lord. And they will gaslight just anyone. Let me tell you, I just shown you that of Jimmy Abi, the bigotry in this Tinubu. This is Tinubu. This is not Yoruba. This is Tinubu and those that are fed from their well of propaganda. Look at this boy. You see that boy in black in that face cap, the one in the middle, right? In 2018, Atiku and Bokwari are contesting. It was Atiku versus Bokwari, yeah? But in that same 2018, that boy, Jobri Gawat, put this on social media. A vote for Atiku is a vote for Igbo. Our people on ground have heard the message loud and clear, and the line has been drawn. How could the contest between Atiku and Buhari be a vote for Igbo? I am showing you all of this just so you know that we know we have a problem. We have a problem at hand. Tinubu and his gang, they are a problem in Yoruba land. And as we speak, they are just waiting for the time to finally justify the reason why they will start attacking Yorubas as well for criticizing Tinubu. They are doing them, they are doing them online right now, and they are doing them physically too. But it's going to escalate, and it's going to be, you know what I mean? But we will follow everything and document everything. It's going to be a long, interesting journey, if you ask. So, Obi is back into court. Back to court. Obi is in court. And he's relying on this whole segment of their law section, this and that and all that thing that they read. Right? So, and from what I heard, it is very, 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 very hopeful. But you see, those who didn't have problems. Remember those who didn't have problems with Muslim tickets, The likes of Oji Uzokalu, the ex-convict governor of Abia. Oh, Abia people. Alex Soti, another obedient Abi. That can also be a window, a new beginning. And some of you are already saying, those who want to return back to Eastern Nigeria, this is the new beginning that these two can actually develop a returning plan for all of you, businessmen and all of that. Give you the business, give you tax rebate, give you, government-approved lands, and let you start something. These two states can be the pioneer states of the rejuvenation, the revitalization of the Eastern Nigeria's economy. Try it. Though INEC is delaying the announcement, have you noticed? They announced places where they rigged the election violently, evidently. But you see that Abia and Enugu, they had to take the result to Abuja, delay it, and possibly deny you, but unfortunately they can't. Enugu has been released, Abia will be released, and that could be a start. I don't know why I'm so I kind of feel like it's possible, right? Now, you see those who didn't have problems with Muslim ticket, somebody like Oji Uzo Kalu is now campaigning to be the Senate President of Nigeria. He is a Christian, he is Igbo. And because Tinubu and Shitty Man, the two of them are Muslim. Nigeria is a secular state. Therefore, the Senate President should come to Igbo land. Remember, Tinubu promised Devulumayi Senate president. He promised Orji Uzor Kalu, ex-convicts, the Senate president. He also promised, who else again? But I actually know about the two. So today, Orji Uzor Kalu is saying, Christian should be the Senate president because Muslim. And my Igbo brothers and sisters, you know what they are saying? Thank you. Thank you, Jari Senator Orji. We are very grateful. We've had our shot as Senate president. Okay? We will let our brothers from the North Central, Northeast, Northwest, let them have it. Okay? Or maybe Southwest. But we are okay. Thank you very much, Orji Uzor. This is what you have to say. Hang on.
Will I be comfortable for a Muslim Senate president? The answer is no, because I speak the truth. Like I told you people that I will stand for Muslim ticket. That is the only thing that will win APC. I will not be comfortable for Muslim Senate president because this is a secular state. In a secular state, we need to accommodate interests, nations upon nations, and spread to be able to maintain the secularity of our country. So I believe that, to me, like I told you people the truth here before, that I believe in Muslim ticket. I will not believe in another Senate president being a Muslim. It will not augur well for the country. So I would like the party to zone it to me with my name. If they can do that, it will be very good because President Tinubu needs people of high character to turn around this economy, to make sure that we work for the masses and make laws that will enable him to turn around the economy. I'm an economic person, you know, I'm an entrepreneur.
Thanks for checking out Symphony on YouTube.
Thanks, Symphony. He said the party should zone it to him. This is not even like zone it to the east, because Devuluma is also there. Zone it to me. President Tinubu need, you know. And suddenly, Muslim tickets, Muslim religion now matter. It didn't matter then. So my Biafran brother said, it doesn't matter. That's how thank you, Uzo. But we are not interested. Those who no give Uzo Kalu. You know they speak for us, you know they represent us. So if you give them APC, you're on your own. So that one their side. When you dig a pit for your enemy, you are advised not to dig deep because you may fall into it. A lot of things are going to be unraveled. And those who supported the madness that APC pulled, they are likely going to be the first victims. But we are here to witness that, aren't we? So I'm going to ask you to take a moment. We are currently over 6,500 of us, especially on YouTube, right? Who are here with us live tonight. That's massive. Thank you. Thank you. Do you mind taking a moment? I mean, just take a moment, like 1 minute, and leave the comment section, right? And like the broadcast, or even subscribe onto my channel if you really love this. Let's take a break. I'll be back in a minute, okay? Like the broadcast, especially on YouTube. On Facebook, please, same. And when I get back, we can continue. Don't go anywhere.
What shall I say unto the Lord?
Yes, Lord.
All I have to say,
Thank you, Lord.
What
shall I say? Thank you,
We can deliver
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for responding. But do you know how many people who responded? 500. I mean, we have over 6,000. So if we have over 6,000, then we should be doing like a 3,000 or 4,000. I'm joking. Anyway, thanks to everybody who responded. Okay. So I am also going to keep. I've been talking for almost 2 hours. So I am going to open the line. Okay. Take few calls. So let people add their own, so that you don't just sit down there and be like, oh, it's becoming boring now. You know what I mean? Let's add to it. So I'll keep the line open now. And then I'll take 1 or 2 calls. Okay. Soludo. Soludump. After the 2023 elections, including what happened in Anambra, Soludump publicly, shamelessly said those communities, including local government areas, who failed to vote for APGA should not expect any major development from him. Now, the 97% versus 5% of Bokwari is now the Soludump professor of nonsense. God damn it. It's such a letdown, I have to say. But I'm not disappointed. Listen to this.
I will not. Unless I am certain that I'm going to do it and we have the money to do it, I'm not going to make that money. So you just lying to people, lying to people. After a while, they no longer believe you.
As in, I'm key now. They didn't believe. If you don't have any even where would be seen. No. What
are the? I have to go 30% mobilization. I'll find a general certificate and I'll go. I'm no finished. Mine, no, and I look here. I had a meeting with 2 contractors today. You know, one of them, the second job, I had to cancel it. Yeah, we advertised and gave it because it was slow. I don't know how this slow and gone as well. See, I'm about one boy getting it. You know, so. Okay. So we are not MI on balance. Let me tell you. MI power. The story for that NCNC on a layer 5 more is a 5 more. NCNC. The where to town vote. Yes. Yeah. So enjoy that. No NCNC there with you. Enjoy it. Okay, but before you see another the support.
Go for the.
So there must be consequence. There must be a reward and for
Ungbafo Soludump. Hello there. Sorry for keeping you waiting, right?
Hey, Mr.